So the wind literally blew in some of the coldest temperatures Florida's ever seen.
Yeah. When we're sitting here, it's about, believe it or not, I think it's like 28 degrees here. And it's about 10 a.m. this morning. Sunday morning, February 2nd. Thought we'd come out here and enjoy the brisk, cool air.
Yeah, we're remembering what it was like to be in Minnesota for a minute.
Yeah. And remembering how much I don't like it.
Right.
Fortunately, that doesn't stop Bear from needing his morning exercises.
No.
Oh.
But here we are in St. Mark.
Yep, we are in St. Mark's and we've got a lot going on.
So St. Mark's is a National Wildlife Refuge.
Yes, and as you can see, we pulled up, set up camp, and we are going to be here now for the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. We're going to volunteer our time to support our national parks. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and it keeps up our challenge on our
It does.
free camping, and we got to be pushing on 200 days of free camping now.
Something like
that.
that.
Out.
Yeah.
It'll be on the, no pun intended, but it'll be on the B-roll.
So we're going to take a few minutes to show you a little bit of the compound that we're staying in. It is the St. Mark's Work Center. So there's a few different things going on here, so we'll give you a short tour. You don't want to miss that. It's kind of interesting, and how it all works behind the scenes. All right, well, Eric and Bear have a little playtime. I'm going to take a few minutes to show you around and see what there is to see here at the St. Mark's Work Center compound. All right, we're going to start right over here at the front gate. So the whole compound is gated, which actually is kind of nice. Since we're in unfamiliar territory, it's nice to feel that security of being able to have a gate. There's a code for us to get in at any time of day, though, so we're not, trapped. It's right off Coastal Highway 98, and our closest town is, of course, the town of St. Mark's. We have Crawfordville nearby, and we're about 20-30 minutes from Tallahassee. This first building here is the fire management building, and there does have some law enforcement presence here from time to time, but primarily I believe, I could be wrong, that their primary objective is doing prescribed fires and watching, managing the fire within the refuge. And there are 3 refuge around here, St. Vincent's, and there's one other. So I'll get that details for you too shortly. So there's a number of different types of work vehicles around here. Basically, who resides here, and I don't mean reside as in stays overnight here, is going to be biologists that are doing studies within the refuge, and then the fire management and tours, interpretive, education, all of those things. But they have a lot of big equipment back here to take care of a lot of different things that are all needed on the park. Oh, wait, refuge. So they have also laundry facilities for us that are at no cost, which is nice. Little extra perk. And there's a gym if we wanted to use that. We just have to be cognizant of when the fire team is in there doing their morning workouts. They have a bit of an IT department that's staying here as well. And the reason why they're here, along with some of the other admin, is because the main office space over by the visitor center, which you'll get to see later on, is under renovation. So they'll be migrating themselves from this office area here into that visitor center space over there over the next week or two. So you'll see some of that, hopefully behind the scenes. This refuge is a little bit unique in that it offers tours, and it gets really engaged in the community with different types of behind the gates tours, fishing days, and lots of toddler preschool programs. They have a big education department here, and I'm going to show you that in more detail in another episode as well. As you can see, there's a number of different vehicles here that are used for official use. And I'm not going to show you inside all of the buildings on the compound just because they're not that great to look at. But let me show you a little bit about where we are at. So we have a neighbor here. They're also volunteering. They've got 5 sites here, I believe. I only see 4, but they're numbered until 5. So there's a 5th one somewhere. But we're parked right over here on the right. And what's great is we have a little bit of backyard space for Bear. And then we have kind of a nice big yard view over here. There's someone else parked over here, and then you can see there's a mobile home that's been, typically it's used for interns. Right now it's being used for the temporary admin office. But it's so quiet and so peaceful here. We actually really enjoy it. I'll admit I was a little bit concerned when I looked online to see where it was we were going to be parking. We're totally new to this whole volunteering for national parks thing. So I was pleasantly surprised to see we weren't going to be just like in a parking lot. Now granted, there's a lot going on here during the week, but for the most part it's quiet, it's serene, it's clean. Everybody's super nice. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. And we get to have some shade and some trees. It's really pretty. So we're enjoying it, and it's better than we expected. We do have full hookups here as well. And like I said, free laundry. So one more way we get to camp for free. And one last thing I'll show you. Now, I don't know how close I'm going to be able to get, and hopefully in another episode, we can get a little bit more in depth. But they have a whole biology team here, which consists of one head biologist. She's incredible. And she manages about 4 or 5 interns here on site. And I know they've been working with different animals, but right now on the refuge there's a whooping crane. A whooping crane that has been tagged, and they're monitoring her, so that's an exciting thing going on with them. They're also monitoring salamanders, and they're doing some different things, so I'm really hoping we can get the biologist to come online with us and share more insights with you, but that'll be in another video later on. So you guys stay tuned for more insights. We're going to show you around the town of St. Mark's and what else we have available to us while we are here. But we're pretty happy. We're pretty excited to be here and get to know this great experience and share with you some of that behind the scenes insight. All right, I showed everybody around a little bit. You guys ready to see St. Mark's and some other things?
Hey. Yeah, he's all right.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
23 degrees.
Yeah, it's cold. I was talking to someone at the grocery store this morning, quick.
Oh, you was?
Yep. She says she's been here since 1989, and she's never seen weather this cold. Yeah, Bear, it is sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be record lows today.
She said that last year when they had the snow, she said it still wasn't this cold.
Yeah, this is not good.
It's important to keep in mind a couple things about Florida right now. They're in a drought, right? You were talking about that.
I think so. I think they're in a drought.
Well, I have heard that from some of the park rangers that they have been in a drought. So a lot of the water levels are so much lower than they ever used to be. Hi, Bear. But some of the areas that we're visiting, you can see the sands and the dirt. I mean, even in St. Mark's area, there's a lot of shoreline that never used to be there. So it's really interesting.
Where we're going is kind of interesting, too. Because it's kind of like a time capsule, what I hear.
Oh, so we're heading to town to St. Mark's. We get to show you guys around the town and things that we have available to us while we're here.
Yes.
Awesome. Where are we going first?
Oh, there's this grocery store that's been frozen in time.
Okay.
So we're gonna head over there and see what that's all about.
Okay, take you for a tour around the town of St. Mark's.
Here we go.
Stay tuned. All right, well, we made it.
Yep, it's Boland's Grocery and Meat Market. Let's say if this is actually on the historical society or the building is.
Okay, looks like it was established in 1936.
Yes.
All right, you guys, I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside.
Yeah, it's a time capsule. That's how it was explained to me. Frozen in time.
Well, this town looks kind of like a time capsule itself. We'll show you around that too, so stay tuned.
Let's go.
It's open.
All right,
let's check it out.
Oh, look, there's ice in the bowl.
Oh, geez.
We are in St. Marks, Florida, right down in the Panhandle, at a place called San Marcos de Apalache Historic State Park. Now, if you're driving a big rig like our Model G, don't worry, there's designated RV parking here.
So this is the beginning of the self-guided trail and access to the museum inside. We thought we'd take Bear on a little walk through the self-guided portion. We'll see how that goes.
The first thing I noticed is the water. This is where the Wacala River crashes into the St. Marks River before heading out to the Gulf. It's beautiful, sure, but for centuries this spot was pure chaos. It started way back in 1528. A Spanish explorer named Panfilo de Narvaez showed up right here with 300 men. They were desperate to get out of Florida, so they actually built ships right here on the riverbank to escape. Think about that. They were the first European-made ships ever launched in the New World. But the Spanish didn't leave for good. By the 1600s, they built a wooden fort here. And get this, they coated the logs with lime to look like stone, so pirates would think it was stronger than it was. It didn't work. The pirates burned them down anyway. Eventually, they got serious and started building with real stone in 1739. But this place changed hands more than times than a hot potato. The British took it, the Spanish took it back, and a wild character named William Augustus Bowles, a British guy leading a Creek Indian army, seized it for 5 weeks. Later on, Andrew Jackson stormed through here in 1818. By the Civil War, the Confederates had taken over and named it Fort Ward. See that big dirt mound? That's Confederate earthwork built to protect the gunpowder. Today, the history is literally under your feet. The museum actually sits on top of the foundation of Old Marine Hospital from the 1850s, used for yellow fever patients. But my favorite part, walk out to Tucker's Point. It's quiet now, but you'll see folks fishing for redfish and trout right where the Spanish galleons used to anchor. If you're RVing through Florida Panhandle, this is a must stop. A small park, but history is massive.
I love being able to get out in nature and learning about the local history of the areas that we're in. It's one of the best things about RV life, is getting to immerse yourself in these communities and having the time to really get engaged. So here's some more areas that they're protecting. All the walls from this old Spanish fort, all the way up here to the riverbank. Now, if our dog was behaving, he would probably love a walk through here. Maybe you have a dog that behaves, that can take a walk through this incredible pathway in this park. It's so great. That is also the museum. And then I believe the original structure of the fort. You can see all those old stones there. And then you come around through here on the self-guided tour. Fort St. Mark's Military Cemetery. Oh my gosh. 19 soldiers of the 4th and 7th Regiment. Oh my gosh, you guys. They were members of a garrison of 200 that were stationed here during the first United States occupation, May 1818 through March 1819. The original burial ground is about 1,200 feet east. All the ivy covering these walls. So that, my friends, is the San Marcos de Apalache Historic State Park. Beautiful afternoon for a picnic, wouldn't you say?
Days to the equinox, 9 months to the king tide, 6 months since I've seen you. The storm's coming in tonight. Can't see the stars on the bay, no moon or blue water. The rain
Got you on video beating the boy.
I see summer in your eyes. I see summer in your eyes. I see summer. The lighthouse on St. Mark's Island and me out here with no home. You know how much I need you. If it rains all night, I might not come back. If I don't see the light, I'm lost, that's a fact. If I can find my way to you, I'll be coming home. And I won't be gone long. Waves crash, feel the deck shaking. Storms got
Are you gonna let him go?
No.
Okay.
Tides rise, feel the wind changing. In your eyes, I see summer. In your eyes, I see summer. In your eyes, I see summer. The lighthouse on St. Mark's Island and me out here.
I can go get the
with no
retractable
home.
leash.
You know how much I need you. If it rains all night, I might not come back. Won't see the light, I'm lost, that's a fact. If I can find my way to you, I'll be coming home. And I won't be gone long. Oh, and I won't be gone long. Oh, and I won't be gone long. Oh, and I won't be gone. If it rains all night, I might not come back. If I don't see the light, I'm lost, that's a fact. If I can find my way to you, I'll be coming home. And I won't be gone long.
All right, Buzz fam, we are wrapping up here at the St. Mark's Lighthouse Station.
Yeah, this is the lighthouse. It's actually a museum. It's the Keeper's Quarters, and the St. Mark's was established in 1931, initially as a bird migratory location. So they've got a really fun museum, but you're gonna have to wait till next time to see the inside of that. It is a lot of fun, and we're excited to share with you.
Yep, this lighthouse was completed in 1848. It survived the Civil War barely because the Confederates actually tried to blow it up so the U.S. would have access to this light.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a great organization here that takes wonderful care of it. So you'll be seeing more of that next time. But until then,
Yes. Hey, next week we got a lot going on. We had some big animals that wrestled with. They didn't really, but they were big.
yeah, there's a lot of great stuff here. We're going to be exploring the Gulf Coast on the Panhandle, and we're going to share all of that with you along the way. Some really fun things, some hidden gems, and hopefully some things you might be surprised by. But until then,
Okay, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw in this episode. If you did, there's 2 other episodes that continue to buzz on each side of your screen. And remember, Buzz fam, it's a dangerous road out there. So please buckle up.
And always remember to keep your moral compass pointed north. So until next time, we'll see you then.
See you then.